It's microphone night. And dim lights make for good karaoke. Yeah. Hey, this is my town. Where feminists rule and old school is cool again, and new school's working through lots of identity issues, but it is an open door policy in ghetto coordination, so come in with your red, black, orange, green, blue, yellow handkerchiefs dangling out of your back pockets or wrapped around your neck, with your bag ties, your skinny ties, your tie-dye, your cuff pants, your trucker hats, your mohawks and mohawks, your red socks, your glass cups, your hardbacks, and your softbacks. Just bring it! Come on, sidewalk cafe, bring it!
Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Queer Arts Now. We are here in the Sidewalk Cafe in the East Village of New York City in Manhattan, and we are with Good Asian Drivers.
Hello, Mr. Duck, how's your family? It's so nice of you today to go out of your way to come by and visit me. And I'm looking at you to the people behind the window where I reside. And I love to jump, but I'm afraid every day is one day too.
We're going to discuss with them their set, what kind of music they do, and why queer art is important to you, and why you've chosen to express yourself in this art form as a band. And so we have Kit, and Ashley, and Melissa.
I don't know your name yet, but you got a pretty smile, and I've got all day. And there's a coffee shop where we can watch the Pride Parade from, but somehow I can't help but feel that I've missed what should have been golden. We've got a folder full of lyrics because we've stopped writing with our hands and started listening to the writers who will never make it to print. We'll find inspiration in the beats of a country song and rock out to the tunes of a heartbeat with a new sound, giving up what we found for what binds us today.
So I guess it's hard not to talk about queer themes because queer themes kind of affect my life regularly,
Right.
Especially as a trans guy. Those sort of issues, even if it's say like a love poem, always make their way in somehow just because it's part of the everyday.
It's my San Francisco day. So toss those worries on the backseat and drive away. Drive away home.
Every city is a one.
I think it's important to express my own identity, and as a queer person, it's important not to shy away from that in my music, and so I try to be as honest as possible when I'm writing just about my own experiences and not, play the pronoun game or anything like that.
The sword breaks bread more times than Jesus from blanket dust. Cabby's lovers over her shoulder finds life what others have on earth. All they thought to exist, she'll kiss this out. Still waiting for the dawn.
And let me ask you this, because you also get out of your comfort zone, meaning that you don't just perform in queer venues.
Yeah, I think touring is actually really, really important to what we do, because it's not really about being in a place like New York City, for example, and just playing to people who already sort of understand like a lot of these things. Not really like preaching to the choir. It's like going out to places like Kentucky or to like Arizona, or places where I think people need to see the arts. Places where people not only never seen like queer artists before, or like queer Asian American artists. And so for us, it's really important to travel.
Let's say, baby, maybe we could stay in Philly for a while, or we could make our way to Santa Fe if you're looking for some style. There's a diner in New York City that serves music for the night, but we'll just go along and play some songs.
Yeah, tonight, for example, we're here at Sidewalk Cafe. It's a regular old music venue, And what's really cool, what you're going to see happen is we're going to play a set and all of these queer folks are going to come.
Right.
So that's sort of something that happens too when we tour around the country and at all of these like really mainstream non-queer venues, is that there will be sort of like a mixing of people, like queers and people of color and people that enjoy music or spoken word.
But then it's also, it's fun playing at like a regular old bar, but then it's also really fun when we get to play at queer venues, especially like Pride festivals. Like we played San Fran Pride last summer and to over like 1 million people, and it was definitely one of the highlights of my performance career for sure.
So this has been KS Stevens. We were here with Good Asian Drivers, and you definitely need to see them if you are in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, in Queens, in Bronx, wherever you're going to get booked, right now nationally, but then worldwide, and you are going to be blown away by them, by the amount of love and talent that these three people have, and we also look forward to seeing you at the next episode.
Like a crystal without sunlight, we can't always see every color of the rainbow in the whites of our eyes. It's not radical. It's uncomfortable. The feeling of being the smallest man in the room and then reduced to half by seemingly innocent lines about trans guys made into real guys by your attraction. This is a fuck you to robot tranny chasers that only think about sex and breasts and flesh sticks and big clits and all the substitutions that make you queerer than thou. Your words through this microphone are a gun to my head, a spear to my belly, a cock I don't want inside. Because people will clap and scream and stand to your words until the ground opens, swallowing the last bit of dignity in my body. I can't sit idly watching you spit poems about our parts, picking apart our experience, my vagina, an object, our bodies, exotic, my sexiness through your cis lens, finally validated. I can't do it anymore. Trans people are taking sexy back. 'Cause gay isn't the new black, and trans isn't the new gay friend for your lust-filled justifications. Don't speak for me. I'm gonna ask you nicely once before you defend. Before I finish. Before I fucking rip your face off. Leaving only your ears. Listen. Because behind this anger there are tears and a person who no longer feels so. Our struggles are every hour. Pronouns that make us feel less. Bathrooms filled with violence. Friends who refuse education using history as protection. Language matters. And when we spend our days dicklet from clit, chest from tits, vagina from manhole. The difference in diction controls the whole room, but we are taking sexy back from you, Buck Angel style, badass and on our own terms, in our own words. 'Cause I'm hot because of what's here, and what's here, and what's here. And if I want to use that to show you what's anywhere else, then lucky you. So stop. Like when they asked to turn off the radio. Too much sex in the notes that blare, the flashbacks on soundtracks. I'm still scared of men, so I'll work out. Build muscles to defend for a time that will come. I'm still scared of women. The judgment when doors shut in spaces I once lived in, but people I will love. The language we speak when we just listen, or stand and feel, or understand and heal each other. When the rays hit crystal and 1,000 rainbows light the room and dance, dance, dance while taking sexy back.